Welcome to Classics on Twitch. Today the players present a performance of Aristophanes Lysistrata. First performed in 411 BC, the play follows a woman's extraordinary quest to end the Peloponnesian War. The comedy, shifting from the standard structure of its day, explores sexuality and gender issues in a patriarchal society. The stage is set, the players are ready. Let us join them in Athens for Lysistrata.
Hello everyone! Good morning! Welcome to the fun that is Lysistrata, as we present on Classics on Twitch. We're going to go around, introduce everybody, and then we're going to jump right into the fun, because I love this play. So, we're going to clockwise around, starting with Kat. Good morning, Kat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for jumping in.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I read this playthrough last night and laughed literally until I cried. I am feeling this mood completely today for this play. It's going to be a blast. Thank you, everybody, for getting up and being here, especially if you're West Coast like me. This is a great way to start your day.
It is, and I can't wait for everyone to laugh along with us. There will be much laughter in this play, people. Next up, hi, Simon. Thank you for being the sacrificial guy in this play.
Oh, hi. I'm Simon, at Wandering DM. Today, I'll be playing the patriarchy. Just all of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually. Pretty much. It'll be fun. You'll see. It'll be fun. Skipping me and going to Adelaide. Good morning, Adelaide. Thank you for coming.
Good morning. Yes, I am playing, reading for the part of Marine, and that's me, Adelaide Gardner, at Adelaide on Twitter. I'm also in Simon's game on Fridays tonight.
Yes.
It's Cyberpunk Red. I'm excited for it.
It'll be so
I didn't
much
die last time, so I'm pretty excited.
all the excitement. All of the excitement at the moment. And last but certainly not least, Alyssa, thank you. Good morning. How you doing?
Yes, good morning, everybody. I am coming out of a work stupor that has been lasting for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I am excited to play Lampedo, the nice little Spartan lady. I'm so excited.
I am so glad you're excited, because it's going to be a lot of fun. And I have to make sure I don't do that, because I will get stuck. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining us this morning. It will be a time. This is my favorite play. Hey y'all, welcome. You know me. I'm at Dirgeonlin on Twitter, or Praxcore Thesmophoria. This is actually one of my favorite plays. My other favorite play we may get to in this series of things that we're doing. But Lysistrata is a play based in Athens, and I'm going to tell you the answer now. There's even a command for it. When in doubt, yes, it is indeed all a giant sex joke. All of it. All of it. But we also like that it is a great play. It is a great thing for you to follow along with, and if you want to follow along with us, we have this command for you all to share the script with us, because we're all going to make sure that we're following and reading the same script. This way everyone can enjoy as well. We also know that sometimes these names are a little hard to follow. It's a little hard to follow who's who, so we want to thank our friends over at Spark Notes for helping us make sure that we have all the characters straight, and that way you can follow along with us that way too. However, there's one small caveat to this play. For all of its greatness and positive things, it was written in the 5th century BC in Greece. So it's not always gonna be as perfect as we would like, and so in this group we like to, well, thank Bill, because as we all know, Bill Shakespeare is the only person who ever wrote plays, and therefore it's all his fault whenever everything is being said inappropriately. You might see some other things pop up, and we hope that you enjoy and embrace. And yes, I will tell you right now that this play, if it was filmed, would be rated R, made, and so therefore warn your children as you desire, because it will be unabridged and unedited. Now, if my cast has no questions, comments, queries, thoughts, concerns, quandaries, fears, and or inquiries, let us dive in to Act 1, Scene 1. Well, it's not really the same. Scene 1 of Lysistrata.
Let's go deep.
Yeah, let's go very deep. Welcome. It started already. In Athens, Lysistrata stands alone with the Propylaea at her back. If they were trysting for a bacchanal, a feast of Pan, or Corlius, or Genitilius, the tambourines would block the rowdy streets. But now there's not a woman to be seen except... Ah yes, this neighbor of mine yonder. Enter Kalonike.
Good day, Lysistrata. What has vexed you so? Tell me, child, why are these black looks for? It doesn't suit you to knit your eyebrows up glumly like that.
Kalonike, it's more than I can bear. I am hot all over with blushes for our sex. Men say we're slippery rogues.
And aren't they right?
Yet summoned on the most tremendous business for deliberation, still they snuggle in bed.
My dear, they'll come. It's hard for women, to get away. There's so much to do. Husbands to be patted and put in good tempers, servants to be poked at, children washed or soothed with lullies or fed with mouthfuls of pap.
But I tell you that here's a far more weighty object.
What is it all about, dear Lysistrata? That you've called the women hither in a troop. What kind of object is it?
A tremendous thing.
And long?
Indeed, it may be very lengthy.
Then why aren't they here?
No man's connected with it. If that was the case, they'd soon come fluttering along. No, it concerns an object I've felt over and turned this way and that for sleepless nights.
It must be fine to stand such long attention.
So fine it comes to this. Greece saved by women.
A woman? Wretched thing, I am sorry for it.
Our country's fate is henceforth in our hands, to destroy the Peloponnesians root and branch.
What could be nobler?
Wipe out the Boeotians.
Not utterly. Have mercy on the eels.
But with regard to Athens, note I am careful not to say any of these nasty things. Still, thought is free, but if the women join us from Peloponnese and Boeotia, then hand in hand we'll rescue Greece.
How could we do such a big, wise deed? We women who dwell quietly adorning ourselves in a back room with gowns of lucid gold and gaudy toilets of stately silk and dainty little slippers.
These are the many armaments of the rescue. These crocus gowns, this outlay of the best myrrh, slippers, cosmetic dusting beauty, and robes with rippling creases of light.
Yes, but how?
No man will lift a lance against another.
I'll run to have my tunic dyed crocus.
Or take a shield.
I'll get a stately gown.
Or unscabbard a sword.
Let me buy a pair of slippers.
Now tell me, are the women right to lag?
They should have turned birds. They should have grown wings and flown.
My friend, you'll see that they are true Athenians. Always too late. Why, there's not a woman from the shoreward demes arrived. Not one from Salmis.
I know for certain they awoke at dawn and got their husbands up, if not their boat sails.
And I'd have staked my life the Archean dames would have been here first, yet they haven't come either.
Well, anyhow, there is Theogene's wife. We can expect she consulted Hecate. But look, here are some at last, and more behind them. See, where are they from? Ah, from Megara they come.
Yes, they generally manage to come first. Enter Myrine.
Are we late, Lysistrata? What is that? Nothing to say?
I've not much to say for you, Myrine, dawdling on so vast an affair.
I couldn't find my girdle in the dark. But if the affair is so wonderful, tell us, what is it?
No, let us stay a little longer till the Peloponnesian girls and the girls of Boeotia are here to listen.
Oh, that's the best advice. Oh, there comes Lampedo.
Enter Lampedo. Welcome, Lampedo, dear Spartan girl with a delightful face washed with rosy spring. How fresh you look! In the easy stride of your sleek slenderness, why, you could strangle a bull.
I think I could. I prefer exercising, kicking high behinds.
What lovely breasts to own.
Ooh, your fingers assess them. You tickle them with such tender chunks. I feel as if I'm an altar victim.
Who is this youngster?
A Boeotian lady.
There never was much undergrowth in Boeotia. Such a smooth place, and this girl takes after it.
Yes, I never saw a skin so primly kept.
This girl?
A soundsy open-looking Jenka. She's a Corinthian.
Yes, isn't she? Very open in some ways, particularly.
But who's got this council of women to meet here?
I have.
Propounded then what you want us.
Oh, what is the amazing news you have to tell?
I'll tell you, but first answer one small question.
As you like.
Are you not sad your children's fathers go endlessly off soldiering afar in this plodding war? I am willing to wager there's not one here whose husband is at home.
Mine's been in Thrace, keeping an eye on Eucrates for 5 months past.
And mine left me for Pylos 7 months ago, at least.
And as for mine, no sooner as he slipped out of fray of the line, he straps his shield and he snicked off again.
And not the slightest glitter of a lover. And since the Milesians betrayed us, I've not seen the image of a single upright man to be a marble consolation to us. Now, will you help me if I find a means to stamp out the war?
By the two goddesses, yes. I will, though I've to pawn this very dress and drink the barter money the same day.
And I too, though I'm split up like a turbot, and half is hacked off as the price of peace.
And I too. Why, to get a peep of the shy thing, I'd clamber up the tiptoes to Gatus.
Then I'll expose my mighty mystery. O women, if we would compel the men to bow to peace, we must first refrain.
From what? Tell us.
Will you truly do it then?
We will, if we must die for it.
We must refrain from every depth of love. Why do you turn your backs? Where are you going? Wait, why do you bite your lips and shake your heads? Why are your faces blanched? Why are you weeping? Will you or won't you? What do you mean?
No, I won't do it. Let the war proceed.
No, I won't do it. Let the war proceed.
You too, dear Turbot? You that said just now you didn't mind being split right up in the least?
Anything else? Oh, bid me walk in fire, but do not rob us of that darling joy. What else is like it, dearest Lysistrata?
And you?
Oh, please give me the fire instead.
Lewd to the least drop in the tiniest veins, our sex is fitly food for tragic poets. Our whole lives but a pile of kisses and babies. But hardy Spartan, if you join with me, all may be righted yet. Oh, help me, help me.
It's a sir thing you ask of us, by the twa. Alas to sleep her lane and never fill love's lack except with makeshifts. But let it be. Peace bond be thought of first.
My friend, the only one amid this herd of weaklings.
But if, which heaven forbid, we should refrain as you would have us, how is peace induced?
By the two goddesses, now can't you see? All we have to do is idly sit indoors with smooth roses powdered on our cheeks, our bodies burning naked through the folds of shining omega silk, and meet the men with our dear Venus plaits plucked trim and neat. Their stirring love will rise up furiously. They'll beg our arms to open. That's our time. We'll disregard their knocking, beat them off, and we'll soon be rabid for a peace. I'm sure of it.
Just as Menelaus, they say, seeing the bosom of his naked Helen, flang down the sword.
But we'll be tearful fools if our husbands take us at our word and leave us.
There's only left then, in Phenocrates' phrase, to flay a skinned dog. Flay more our flayed desires.
Proverbs will never warm a celibate. But what avail will your scheme be if the men drag us for all our kicking on the couch?
Cling to doorposts.
But what if they should force us?
Yield then, but with the sluggish cold indifference. There is no joy to them in sullen mating. Besides, we have other ways to madden them. They cannot stand up long, and they've no delight unless we fit their aim with merry succor.
Well, if you must have it so, we'll all agree.
For us, I had no doubt. We can persuade our men to strike a fair and decent peace. How will you pitch out the battle frenzy of the Athenian populace?
I promise you, we'll wither up that curse.
I don't believe it. Not while they own and trimmer and oared and rigged and all those stacks and stacks and stacks of silver.
I've thought the whole thing out, till there's no flaw. We shall surprise the Acropolis today. That is the duty set the older dames. While we are sitting here talking, they are to go and, under pretense of sacrificing, seize it.
Certainly, that's fine. All's working for the best.
Now quickly, Lampedo, let us tie ourselves to this high purpose as tightly as the hemp of words can knot together.
Set out the terms in detail, and we'll all swear to them.
Of course. Well then, where are Scythianus? Why are you staring? First lay the shield, boss, downward on the floor, and then bring the victims inward.
But Lysistrata, what is this oath we're to swear?
What oath? In Aeschylus they take a slaughtered sheep and swear upon a buckler. Why not we?
Oh, Lysistrata, peace sworn on a buckler?
What oath would suit us then?
Something burden-bearing would be our best insignia. A white horse. Let's swear upon its entrails.
A horse indeed.
Then what will symbolize us?
This, as I tell you. First, set out a great dark bowl upon the ground and disembowel a skin of Thasian wine. Then swear that we'll not add a drop of water.
Oh, what earth could cling pleasanter than that?
Bring me
a bowl, then, and a skin of wine.
My dears, see what a splendid bowl it is. I'd not say no if asked to sip it off.
Put down the bowl. Lay hands all on the victim. Ski queen who givest the last word in arguments, and thee, O bowl, dear comrade, we beseech, accept our oblation and be propitious to us.
What healthy blood. La, how it gushes out.
And what a Elysian fragrance through the air.
Now, dears, if you will let me, I'll speak first.
Only if you draw the lot by Aphrodite.
So, grasp the brim, you, Lampedo, and all. You, Kalonike, repeat it for the rest. Each word I say. Then you must all take the oath and pledge your arms to the same stern conditions. To husband or lover, I'll not open arms.
To husband or lover, I'll not open arms.
Though love and denial may enlarge his charms.
Though love and denial may enlarge his charms. Oh, my knees are failing me, Lysistrata.
But still at home, ignoring him, I'll stay.
But still at home, ignoring him, I'll stay.
Beautiful, clad in saffron silks all day.
Beautiful, clad in saffron silks all day.
If then he seizes me by dint of force.
If then he seizes me by dint of force,
I'll give him reason for a long remorse.
I'll give him reason for long remorse.
I'll never lie and stare up at the ceiling.
I'll never lie and stare up at the ceiling.
Nor like a lion on all fours go kneeling.
Nor like a lion on all fours go kneeling.
If I keep faith, then bounteous cups be mine.
If I keep faith, then bounteous cups be mine.
If not, to nauseous water change this wine.
If not, to nauseous water change this wine.
Do you all swear to this?
We do. We do.
Then shall I immolate the victim thus, and she drinks.
Here now, share fair. Haven't we made a pact? Let's all quaff down that friendship in our turn.
Hark, what caterwauling hubbub is that?
As I told you, the women have appropriated the citadel. So Lampedo, dash off to your own land and raise the rebels there. These will serve as hostages, while we ourselves take our places in the ranks and drive the bolts right home.
But won't the men march straight against us?
And what if they do? No threat shall creak our hinges wide. No torch shall light a fear in us. We will come out to peace alone.
That's it, by Aphrodite. As of old, let us seem hard and obdurate.
Lampedo and some go off. The others go up into the Acropolis. Enter a chorus of old men. Enter to attack the captured Acropolis. You're muted, Simon.
I pressed on the button. Make room, traces, move ahead. Why your shoulders chafed, I see, with lugging uphill these lopped branches of the olive tree. How upside down and wrong way round along life sees things grow. Ah, Stremadorus, who'd have thought affairs could tangle so? The women whom at home we fed, like witless fools with fostering bread, have impiously come to this. They've stolen the Acropolis. With bolts and bars our orders flout and shut us out. Come, Philurgus, bustle thither. Lay our faggots on the ground, in neat stacks beleaguering the insurgents all around, and the vile conspiratresses, plotters of such a mischief dire, pile and burn them all together in one vast and righteous pyre. Fling with our own hands Lycan's wife to fry in the thickest fire. Wow, they're crazy.
Yep.
By Demeter, they'll get no brag while I've a vein to beat. Cleomenes himself was hurted aloud in sore defeat. His stiff-backed Spartan pride was bent out. Stripped of all arms he went, the pygmy cloak that would not stretch to hide his rump, the trackled wretch. 6 sprouting years of beard, the spilth of 6 years of filth. That was a siege. Our men were ranged in lines of 17 deep before the gates, and never left their posts there, even to sleep. Shall I not smite the rash presumption then of foes like these, detested both of all the gods and of Euripides? Else, may the Marathon plain not boast my trophied victories. Ah. Now, but there is a little space to reach the place. A deadly climb it is, a tricky road, with all this bump and load. A pack ass soon would tire, how these logs bruise my shoulders. Further still, jug up the hill and puff the fire inside. Or, just as we reach the top, we'll find it's died. Ah! Phew. I choke with the smoke. Lord Heracles, how acrid hot out of the pot. This mad dog smoke leaps, worrying me and biting angrily. 'Tis Lemnian fire that smokes, or else it would not sting my eyelids thus. Haste, all of us. Athene invokes our aid. Latches now, or never the assault be made. Oh, phew, I choke with the smoke. Thanked be the gods. The fire peeps up and crackles as it should. Now, why not first slide off our backs these weary loads of wood, and dip a vine branch in the brazier till it glows, then straight hurl it at the battering ram against the stubborn gate? If they refuse to draw the bolts in immediate compliance, we'll set fire to the wood, and smoke will strangle their defiance. Ugh. What a spluttering drench of smoke. Come now, off my back. Is there no Samos general to help me unpack? There, that's over. For the last time now it's galled my shoulder. Flare up thine embers, brazier, and dutifully smolder to kindle a brand, that I the first may strike the citadel. Aid me, Lady Victory, that a triumph trophy may tell how we did anciently this insane audacity quell. That's not me. Chorus of women. Hello?
I'm muted. I'm sorry. What's that rising yonder? That ruddy glare, that smoky scurry. Oh, is it something in a blaze? Quick, quick, my comrades, hurry! Nicodisi, helter-skelter, or Paracelsus is in flames, and Crotilius stifled in the welter. All these dreadful old men and their dark old laws of hate. There, I'm all a-tremble lest I'd turn out to be too late. I could scarcely get near to the spring, though I rose before dawn. What with tattling of tongues and rattling of pictures and one jostling din, with the slaves pushing in. Still here at last the water's drawn, and with it eagerly I run, to help those of my friends who stand in danger of being burned alive. For I am told a dribbling band of graybeards hobbled to the field, great faggots in each palsied hand, as if a hot bath to prepare, and threatening that out they'll drive these wicked women, or soon leave them charring into ashes there. O goddess, suffer not, I pray, this harsh deed to be done, but show us Greece and Athens with their warlike acts repealed. For this alone, in this thy hold, thou goddess with the helm of gold, we laid hands on thy sanctuary, Athene. Then our ally be, and where they cast their fires of slaughter, direct our water.
Who is Stratilis again? No, it's me. Hi. Shit! Let me go!
You villainous old men, what's this you do? No honest man, no pious man could do such things as you.
Oh, Here's something most original, I have no doubt. A swarm of women sentinels to mend the walls without.
So then we scare you, do we? Do we seem a fearful host? You only see the smallest fraction mustered at this post.
Oh, Phaedrius, shall we put a stop to all these chattering tricks? Suppose that now upon their backs we splinter these our sticks.
Let us lay down the pitchers so our bodies will be free in case these lumping fellows try to cause some injury.
Oh, hit them hard and hit again, and hit until they run away. And perhaps they'll learn, like Bupulus, not to have too much to say.
Come on then, do it. I won't budge, but like a dog, I'll bite at every little scrap of meat that dangles in my sight.
Be quiet, or I'll bash you out of any years to come.
Now you just touch Stratus with the top joint of your thumb.
What vengeance can you take if with my fists with my fists your face I beat?
I'll rip you with my teeth and strew your entrails at your feet.
Now Stratilis is a woman. Yeah, I misread that. Oh well. That I appreciate Euripides' strange subtlety. Woman is the most shameless beast of all the beasts that be.
Rhodope, come, let us pick up our water jars once more.
Ah, curse drabs, what have you brought this water for?
What is your fire for then, you smelly corpse? Yourself to burn?
To build a pyre and make your comrades ready for the urn.
And I've the water to put out your fire immediately.
What? You put out my fire?
Yes, sir. As soon you will see.
I don't know why I hesitate to roast you with this flame.
If you have any soap, you'll go off cleaner than you came.
Cleaner? You dirty slut.
A nuptial bath in which to lie.
Did you hear that insolence?
I'm a free woman, I.
I'll make you hold your tongue.
Henceforth you'll serve no more juries.
Burn off her hair for her.
Now forward, water, quench their furies.
Oh dear, oh dear.
So, was it hot?
Hot. Enough. Oh, hold.
Watered, perhaps you'll bloom again. Why not?
Ugh, I'm wrinkled up from shivering with cold.
Next time you fire, you'll warm yourself and leave us to our lot.
Magistrate was me again.
Yeah. Enter the magistrate enters with attendant Scythians.
Give me just a second.
Sorry, we're making Simon talk to himself for a bit.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I just need to get into my stereotypical magistrate voice.
My fellow Americans, have the luxurious rights of the woman glittered? Their libertines show, their drumming stamp out with crowds. The Sabasian mysteries summoned their mob. Adonis been wept to death on the terraces. As I could hear the last day in the assembly, for Demostratus, let bad luck befall him, was roaring and spitting all over my computer. We must sail for Sicily, while a woman, throwing herself about in a dance, lopsided with drink, with shrilling out, Adonis, woe for Adonis. Then Demostratus shouted, we must levy hoplites to Zacynthus. And there the women, what did the years in wine, was screaming, weep for Adonis. On the housetop, the scoundrelly politician, that lunatic ox, bellowing bad advice through tipsy shrieks. Such are the follies wantoning in them. Oh, if you knew their full effrontery, all of the insults they've done, besides sousing us with water from their pots to our public disgrace. Oh no, they made us wet in public, sir. Oh! For we stand here wringing our clothes like grown-up infants. But by Poseidon justly done, for in part with us the blame must lie for dissolute behavior and for the pampered appetites we learn. Thus grows the seedling lust to blossoming. We go into a shop and say, "Here, goldsmith, you remember the necklace that you wrought my wife? Well, the other night, in fervor of a dance, her clasp broke open. Now I'm off for Salamis. If you've the ledger, would you go tonight and stick a bolt pin into her open clasp?" Another goes to a cobbler, the soldiery fellow, always standing up erect, and says to him, "Cobbler, the sandal strap of my wife just pinches her. Hurts her little toe in a place where she's sensitive." This supposed to be a double entendre or something?
Yes.
"Come at noon and see if you can stretch out wider. This thing that troubles her, loosen its tightness. And so you view the result. Observe my case. I, a magistrate, come here to draw money to buy ore blades, and what happens? The women slam the door in my face. Standing still's no use. Bring me a crowbar and I'll chastise this impertinence. What do you gape at, wretch, with dazzled eyes, peering for a tavern, I suppose? Come, force the gates with crowbars, prise them apart. I'll prize myself away too."
Stop this banging. I'm coming of my own accord. Why bars? It's not bars we need, but common sense.
"Indeed, you slut! Where is the archer now? Arrest this woman. Tie her tie her hands behind her."
If he brushes me with a finger, by Artemis the public menial, he'll be sorry for it.
"Are you afraid? Grab her about the middle. Two of you then. Lay hands on her and end it."
Pendros, if your hand touches her, I will spread you out and trample on your guts.
"My guts! Where is the other archer gone? Mind that minx that here who talks. Mind that minx there who talks so prettily." Irene, you're up.
That it was me. I did not skip the page. By Phosphor, if your hand moves out her way, you'd better have a surgeon somewhere handy.
"You too? Where is that archer? Take that woman. Put a stop to these surprise parties."
Alyssa, you want to take Strathalis?
Stratilis, yeah, it's supposed to be a girl, not me.
You don't want to do it again, Simon? No, it's fine.
By the Tartars!
1 inch near my fingers, and it's a bald man that'll be yelling.
Tut, what's there? What's here? Deserted by my archers. But surely women can never defeat us. Close up your ranks, my Scythians. Forward. Wait, am I a magistrate or like a general?
You're a magistrate, but you have a bunch of soldiers that you're coming to try, and you're the captain of the
You're
police.
coming to try and stop us, yes.
You're the captain of the guard.
I
You're the
wear
Fed.
many hats.
You're the Fed.
Okay. I am the authority, for I am a man.
Yeah.
Close up your ranks, my Scythians. Forward, at them.
By the goddess, you'll find that here await you 4 companies of most pugnacious women, armed cap a pie, from the topmost luring curl to the lowest angry dimple.
On, Scythians. Bind them.
O gallant allies of our high design, vendors of grain, eggs, pulse, and vegetables, ye garlic tavern keepers of bakeries, strike, batter, knock, hit, slap, and scratch our foes. Be finely impudent, say what you think of them. Enough. Retire. Do not rob the dead.
Where did my archer force come off?
You thought it was a herd of slaves you had to tackle, and you didn't guess the thirst for glory ardent in our blood.
By Apollo, I know well the thirst that heats you, especially when a wineskin's close. You waste your breath, dear magistrate, I fear, in answering back. What's the good of argument with such a rampageous pack? Remember how they washed us down. These very clothes I wore. Really? You just got, like, wet. Just fucking...
It's a joke about women.
Yeah.
Oh!
What else to do since you advanced to danger? You get it now.
Well, now I get it. I had to have it explained to me,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Sorry.
It's all Greek to him.
I'm like, there's nothing wrong with being wet. That's all I'm saying.
There's
No,
not.
women.
No,
yeah,
there is not.
Yeah.
Especially in Lysistrata.
But
Hey.
they seem to think it is because.
You would think that. Never mind.
Yep. Uh huh.
Anyway.
With water that looked nasty and smelt. Okay, now I get it. For me. Please, women, save me.
Excuse me, I believe that's my line. What else to do since you advanced too dangerously nigh? If you should do the same again, I'll punch you in the eye. Though I must stay at home and a quiet life enjoy, polite to all and every naturally boy. Still, if you wake a wasp nest, then of wasps you must beware.
How may this ferocity be tamed? It grows too great to bear. Let us question them and find if they'll perchance declare the reason why they've strangely dared to seize on Cranios' citadel, this eerie inaccessible, this shrine above the precipice, the Acropolis. Probe them and find what they mean with this idle talk. Listen, but watch they don't try to deceive. You'd be neglecting your duty most certainly if now this mystery unplumbed you leave. Women, there! Tell what I ask you, directly. Come, without rambling, I wish you to state what's your rebellious intentions in barring up those on our noses of our own temple gates.
To take first the treasury out of your management and so stop the war through the absence of gold.
Is gold then the cause of the war?
Yes, gold caused it, and miseries more, too many to be told. 'Twas for money and money alone that Pisander, with all of the army of mob agitators, raised up revolutions. But as for the future, it won't be worth a while to set up to be traitors. Not an obol they'll get as their loot, and not an obol while we have the treasure chest in our command.
What is then do you propose?
Just this, merely to take the exchequer henceforth in hand.
The exchequer!
Yes, why not? Of our capabilities, you have had various clear evidences. Firstly, remember, we have always administered soundly the budget of all home expenses.
But this matter is different.
How is it different?
Why? It deals chiefly with wartime supplies.
But we abolish war straight by our policy.
What will you do if emergencies arise?
Face them in our way?
What? You will?
Yes, we will.
And there is no help for it. We're all distorted.
No, willy-nilly, you must be safeguarded.
What madness is this?
Why, it seems you're annoyed. It must be done, that's all.
Such awful oppression never Oh, never in the past yet I bore. My God, was Twitter invented in that time? Jesus.
Kind of. Sort of. This whole bit. You must be saved, Sirrah. That's all there is to it.
If we don't want to be saved,
All the more.
why do you women come prying and meddling in matters of state touching wartime and peace?
That I will tell you.
Tell me, or quickly all.
Hearken a while, and from threatening cease.
I cannot. I cannot. It's growing too insolent. Women.
Oh, yeah. Come on, you've far more than we have to dread.
Stop your croaking, old carrion crow there. Continue, young carrion crow.
Be calm then, and I'll go ahead. All the long years when the hopeless war dragged along, we, unassuming, forgotten in quiet, endured without question. Endured in our loneliness all your incessant child's antics and riot. Our lips we kept tied through achings with silence, though well all the while in our silence we knew how wretchedly everything still was progressing by listening dumbly the day long to you. For always at home you continued discussing the war and its politics loudly, and we sometimes would ask you, our hearts deep with sorrowing though we spoke lightly, the happy to see, what's to be inscribed on the side of the treaty stone? What, dear, was said in the assembly today? Mind your own business, he'd answer me growlingly. Hold your tongue, woman, or else go away. And so I would hold it.
Oh. There it goes. I'd not be silent for any man living on earth. No, not I.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't mean like a staff, like a... Not
Yes.
for a staff?
Well, so I did nothing but sit in the house, feeling dreary and sigh, while ever arrived some fresh tale of decisions more foolish by far and presaging disaster. Then I would say to him, "Oh, my dear husband, why still do they rush on the destruction the faster?" At which he would look at me sideways, exclaiming, "Keep for your web and your shuttle your care. For some hours hence your cheeks will be sore and hot. Leave this alone. War is man's sole affair."
Oh, Zeus! But a man of fine sense he.
How sensible. You dotard, because he is at no time had lent his intractable ears to absorb from our counsel one temperate word of advice kindly meant, but when at last in the streets we heard shouted, everywhere ringing the ominous cry, "Is there no one to help us? No savior of Athens?" And no, there is no one, came back the reply. At once a convention of all wives through Hellas there for a serious purpose was held, to determine how husbands might yet back to wisdom despite their reluctance in time be compelled. Why then delay any longer? It's settled. For the future, you'll take up our old occupation. Now in turn, you're to hold tongue as we did and listen while we show you the way to recover the nation.
You? Talk to us? Why? You're mad. I'll not stand it.
Cease babbling, you fool. Till I end, hold your tongue.
If I should take orders from one who wears veils, may my neck straightway be deservedly wrung.
Oh, if it keeps pestering you. I've a veil here for your hair. I'll fit you out in everything. Is only fair.
Here's a spindle. That will do.
I'll add a wool basket too.
Girdle now sit humbly at home, munching beans while you card wool and comb. For war from now on is the women's affair.
Come then, down pitchers all, and on, courageous of heart, in our comradely venture, each taking her due part. I could dance, 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 and be fresher after. I could dance away numberless suns, to no weariness let my knees bend. Earth I could brave with laughter, having such wonderful girls here to friend. Oh, the daring, the gracious, the beautiful ones, their courage is unswerving and witty, will rescue our city. Oh, sprung from the seed of the most valiant wombed grandmothers, scions of savage and dangerous nettles, prepare for the battle all, gird up your angers, our way the wind of sweet victory settles.
O tender Eros, and Lady of Cyprus, some flush of beauty I pray you devise, to flash on our bosoms, and, O Aphrodite, rosily gleam on our valorous thighs. Joy will rise up its head, though the legions warring, all of the far serried ranks of mad love, bristle the earth to the pillared horizon, pointing in vain to the heavens above. I think that perhaps then they'll give us our title, Peacemakers.
What do you mean? Please explain.
First, we'll not see you now flourishing arms about into the marketplace, clang again.
No, by the Pythian?
Mm-hmm. Still, I can conjure them as past where the herbs stand, or crockery sold like corybants jingling, poor sots. Fully armored, they noisily round on their promenade strolled.
And rightly, that's discipline.
But what's sillier than to go on an errand of buying a fish carrying along an ants, Gorgon buckler instead of a usual platter or dish? The Phylarch I lately saw, mounted on horseback, dressed for the part, with long ringlets and all, stowing his helmet, the omelet bought, steaming from an old woman who kept a food stall. Nearby a soldier, a Thracian, was shaking wildly his spear, like Tyreus in the play, to frighten a fig girl, while unseen the ruffian flinched from her fruit trays the ripest array.
How, may I ask, will your rule reestablish order and justice in lands so tormented? How? Am I muted?
No, nothing is easier.
Out with it speedily. What is this plan that you boast you've invented?
If when yarn we are winding, it chances to tangle, then as perchance you may know, through the skein, this way and that way the spool will keep passing till it's finally clear all again. So to untangle the war and its errors, ambassadors out on all sides we will send, this way and that, here, there, and roundabout. Soon you will find that the war has an end.
So with these trivial tricks of the household, domestic analogies of threads, skeins, and spools, you think that you'll solve such a bitter complexity, unwind such political problems? You fools.
Well, first as we wash dirty wool so's to clean it, so with a pitiless zeal we will scrub through the whole city for all greasy fellows. Burrs, too, the parasites, off we will rub. That verminous plague of insensate place-seekers soon between thumb and forefinger will crack. All who inside Athens' walls have their dwelling into one great common basket will pack. Disenfranchised or citizens, allies or aliens, pell-mell, the lot of them in we will squeeze, till they discover humanity's meaning. All for disjointed and far colonies, them you must never from this time imagine as scattered about just like lost hanks of wool. Each portion will take and wind in on its center, inward to Athens each loyalty pull, till from the vast heap where all's plied together, at last can be woven a strong cloak of state.
How terrible is it to stand here and watch them carding and winding at will with our fate, witless in war as they are.
Oh, what of us then, who ever in vain for our children must weep, born but to perish afar and in vain?
Not that. Oh, let that one memory sleep.
Then while we should be companions, still merrily happy as bridesmaid the livelong night, kissing youth by, we are forced to lie single, but leave for a moment our pitiful plight. It hurts even more to behold the maiden's helpless wrinkling in staler virginity.
Does not a man age?
Not in the same way. Not as a woman grows withered, grows he. He, when returned from war, though grey-headed, yet if he wishes, can choose out a wife. But she has no solace, save peering for omens, wretched and lonely the rest of her life. And on that note, we will take our intermission for the day. And when we come back, we will see what happens next in the play between Lysistrata and the women of Athens versus all of the men of Greece.
No contest.
Yeah, there's no contest in who wins this play. Refresh yourselves, get some water. The joy of doing this virtually is that there is no queues for the bathroom. There's plenty of refreshments. Your choice of beverages should be available at the concession stand. We are going to take about 15 minutes, and we shall see you then.
So too long, don't read, never go in against an Athenian.
welcome back all. We are glad. We hope you are refreshed. We hope you, the concession stand had your beverage of choice, and we are back to have the second half of Lysistrata. As we left off with Lysistrata basically going toe-to-toe with the magistrate.
And
Who is
winning.
now dressed like a woman, I believe.
No, not yet. That will happen later.
Okay.
She's threatening to do that, though. I believe it's the magistrate has a complaint. As they stand in front of the Acropolis in Athens in 445.
But the old man will often select.
Why not finish and die? A brayer is easy to buy. A honey cake I'll need with joy. This garland will see you decked.
I have a wreath for you, too.
I'll also fillet you.
What more is lacking? Step aboard the boat. See, Charon shouts with joy. Shouts ahoy. You're keeping him. He wants to shove afloat.
Outrageous insult! Thus my place to flout. Now to my fellow magistrates I'll go, and what you've perpetrated on me show.
Why are you blaming us for laying you out? Assure yourself we'll not forget to make the third day offering early for your sake. Exit the magistrate, and Lysistrata enters back into the Acropolis.
All men who call your loins your own, awake at last, arise, and strip to stand in readiness. For as it seems to me, we should all get naked. Some more perilous offensive in their heads they now devise. I'm sure a tyranny like that of Hippias. In this I detect, they mean to put us under. Themselves, I suspect. Oof.
2 seconds. Magistrate took its toll. And I have a 3-hour stream tonight.
Gotta get that throat coat.
At least we've got time.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to.
I mean,
Like
you can
honey
change
or
the
something.
voice. Anyone you want.
I have committed.
I'm sure a tyranny like that of Hippias in this I detect. They mean to put us under themselves, I suspect. That wouldn't be so bad. And that Laconians assembling at Cleisthenes, their house have played a trick of war and provoked them madly to raid the treasury, in which term I include the pay for my food. For is it not preposterous they should talk this way with us on a subject such as battle? And, women as they are about bronze bucklers, their prattle make alliance with the Spartans. People I, for one, like very hungry wolves, would always most sincere shun. Some dirty game is up their sleeve, I believe. A tyranny, no doubt. But they won't catch me, that no. Henceforth on my guard I'll go, a sword with myrtle branches wreathed forever in my hand, and under arms in the public place I'll take my watchful stand, shoulder to shoulder with Aristogaton. Now my staff I'll draw and start at once by knocking that shocking hag upon the jaw.
There it goes. Your own mother will not know you when you get back to the town. But first, my friends and allies, let us lay these garments down, and all ye fellow citizens, hark to me while I tell you what will aid Athens well. Just as is right, for I have been a sharer in all the lavish splendor of the proud city. I bore the holy vessels at 7, then I poured barley at the age of 10, and clad in yellow robes. Soon after this, I was little bear to Brororian Artemis, Then, neck-litted with figs, grown tall and pretty, I was a basket bearer, and so it's obvious I should give you advice that I think good, the very best I can. It should not prejudice my voice that I am not born a man, if I say something advantageous to the present situation. For I am taxed too, and as a toll provide men for the nation, while miserable graybeards, you, it is true, contribute nothing of any importance whatever to our needs, but the treasure raised against the Medes you've squandered and done nothing in return, save that you make our lives and persons hazardous by some imbecile mistakes. What can you answer? Now be careful, don't arouse my spite, or with my slipper I'll take you napping, faces slapping, left and right.
What villainies they contrive! Come, let vengeance fall! You that below the waist are still alive, off with your tunics at my call! Naked all! No, kitten, no. For a man must strip to battle like a man. No quaking! I don't know what the rest is because I have to get a cat off my desk.
Stream cats.
No quaking, brave steps taking, careless what's ahead in the nude, onward bold. All ye who garrison Lepidus Drian of old, let each one wag as youthful as he can, and if he has the cause at heart, rise, at least a span. We must take a stand and keep to it, for if ye yield the smallest bit to their importunity, then nowhere from their inroads will be left us to us. Wait, kitten, move just a bit. Will be left to us immunity. But they'll be building ships, and soon their navies will attack us, as Artemisia did, and seek to fight us and to sack us. And if they mount, the knights they'll rob off a job. For everyone knows how talented they all are in the saddle, having long practiced out the straddle. No matter how they've jugged up here and down, they've never thrown. Then think of Myron's painting, and each horseback Amazon in combat hand to hand with men. Come, on these way, fall. And in pierced wood collars, let's stick, quick, their necks, one and all.
Don't cross me, or I'll loose the beast that's kenneled there. And soon you will be howling for a truce, howling out with fear. But my dear, strip also, that women may be battled unhindered. But you'll be too sore to eat garlic more, or one black bean. I really mean, so grates my spleen to kick you black and blue with my dangerous legs. I'll hatch the lot of you if my rage dash on you, the way the relentless beetle hatched the eagle's eggs. Scornfully aside, I set my silly old man threat while Lampedo's with me, or dear Isomena, the noble Theban girl. Then let decree be hotly piled upon decree. In vain will be your labors, you futile rogue, abominated by your suffering neighbor. To Katie's feast I yesterday went. Off I sent to our neighbors in Boeotia, asking as a gift to me for them to pack immediately that darling dainty thing. A good fat eel, I mean, of course. But they refused because some idiotic old decrees in force. Oh, this strange passion for decrees nothing on earth can check, till someone puts a foot out tripping you and slipping you breaks your neck. Dear mistress of our martial enterprise, why do you come with sorrow in your eyes?
Oh, 'tis our naughty femininity, so weak in one spot that hath saddened me.
What's this? Please speak.
Poor women. Oh, so weak.
What can it be? Surely your friends may know.
Yea, I must speak it, though it hurts me so.
Speak. Can we help? Don't stand there mute and weep.
I'll blurt it out then. Our women's army mutinied.
Oh, Zeus.
What use is Zeus to our anatomy? Here is the gaping calamity I meant. I cannot shut their ravenous appetites a moment more now. They're all deserting. The first I caught was sidling through the postern close by the cave of Pan. The next hoisting herself by rope and pulley down, a third on the point of slipping past, while a fourth malcontent, seated for instant flight to visit Ariscilius. On the bird back I dragged off by the hair in time. They're all snatching excuses to sneak home. Look, there goes one.
I must get home. I've some Milesian wool packed wasting away, and moths are pushing through it.
Fine moths indeed, I know. Get back within.
By the goddess, I'll return instantly. I only want to stretch it on my bed.
You'll stretch nothing and go nowhere neither.
Must I never use my wool then?
If needs be done.
Oh, how unfortunate I am. Oh, my poor flax. It's left at home unstripped.
So here's another that wishes to go home and strip her flax. Inside again.
No, by the goddess of light, I'll be back as soon as I've flayed it properly.
You'll not flay anything. For if you begin, there'll not be one here but has a patch to be flayed.
Oh, holy Alethea, stay this birth till I have left the precincts of the place.
What nonsense is this?
I'll drop it any minute.
Yesterday you weren't with child.
But I am today. Oh, let me find a midwife, Lysistrata, quickly.
Now what's the story is there you tell? What's this hard lump here?
Well, it's a male child.
By Aphrodite it isn't. Your belly's hollow. And it has the feel of metal. Well, I soon can see, you hussy, it's Athene's sacred helm. You said you were with child.
And so I am.
Then why the helm?
Well, so if the throw should take me still in these grounds, I could use it like a dove, as a laying nest in which to drop the child.
More pretexts. You can't hide your clear intent. And anyway, why not wait till the 10th day? Mediating a brazen name for your brass brat.
That's just woman, that's not third woman.
I can't sleep a wink. My nerve is gone since I saw the snake sentinel of the shrine. And all those dreadful owls with their weird hooting. Though I'm wearied out, I can't close an eye.
You wicked women, cease from juggling lies. You want your men. But what of them as well? They toss as sleepless in the night, lonely night, I'm sure of it. Hold out a while, hold out. But persevere a teeny weeny longer. An oracle has promised victory if we don't wrangle. Would you hear the words?
Yes, what is it?
Silence then, you chatterboxes. Here. When as the swallows flocking in one place from the hoopos deny themselves love's gambols any more, all woes shall then have ending, and great Zeus the Thunderer shall put above what was below before.
Will the men then always be kept under us?
But if the swallows squabble amongst themselves and fly out of the temple, refusing to agree, then the most wanton birds in all the world shall be named forever. That's his decree.
It's obvious what it means.
Now by all the gods we must let no agony deter from duty. Back to your quarters. For we are base indeed, my friends, if we betray the oracle. Exit Lysistrata.
I'd like to remind you of a fable they used to employ when I was a little boy. How once, through fear of the marriage bed, a young man, Milanian by name, to the wilderness ran. And there, on the hills he dwelt, for hares he wove a net, which with his dog he set, most likely he's there yet. for he never came back home, so great was the fear he felt. I loathe the sex as much as he, and therefore I no less shall be as chaste as was Milanian. Granam, do you much mind men?
Onions you won't need to cry.
From my foot you shan't escape.
What thick forests I espy.
So much Myronese fierce beard, and thundering black back were feared, that though I don't know what that accent is, that the foe fled when they were shown, brave he as Formian.
Well, I'll relate a rival fable just to show to you a different point of view. There was a rough-hewn fellow, Timon, with a face that glowered as though a thorn bush in the wild, bleak place. He too decided on a flight, this very Fury's son, all the world's ways to shun and hide from everyone, spitting out curses at all knavish men left to right. But though he reared this hate for men, he loved the women even then, and he never thought them enemies. Oh, your jaw I'd like to break.
That I fear, do you suppose?
Learn what kicks my legs can make.
Raise them up, and you'll expose.
Nay. You'll see there I engage. All is well kept despite my age, and tended smooth enough to slip from any adversary's grip.
Ho there! Hasten hither to me. Skip along fast.
What is this? Why the noise?
A man! A man! I spy a frenzied man. He carries love upon his staff. O Lady of Cyprus and Cytherea, or Cytherea and Paphos, I beseech you, keep our minds and hands to the oath.
Where is he? Whoever is he?
By the Temple of Chloe.
That's you, sorry. I was reading Marini. I don't know, my mind's going crazy.
You're ready.
Coronavirus quarantine, I can't read.
Yes, now I see him, but who can he be?
Look at him. Does anyone recognize his face?
I do. He is my husband, Canisius.
You know how to work. Play with him. Lead him on. Seduce him to the poisoning point. Kiss him, then slip your mouth aside just as he's sure of it. Ungirdle every caress his mouth feels at, save that the oath upon the bowl was locked.
Oh, you can rely on me.
I'll stay here to help in working up his ardor to its height of vain magnificence, the rust to their quarters. Enter Canisius. Who is it that stands within our lines?
I.
A man?
Too much of a man.
Then be off at once.
Who are you that thus eject me?
Guards for the day?
By all the gods, and call Marine hither.
So call Marine hither. Who are you?
I am her husband, Kinesius, son of Anthros.
Oh, welcome, dear friend. That glorious name of yours is quite familiar in our ranks. Your wife continually has it in her mouth. She cannot touch an apple or an egg, but must say, "This is Canisius."
Oh, is that true?
By Aphrodite it is. If the conversation strikes on men, your wife cuts in and say, "All are boobies by Canisius."
I like this guy.
Then call her here.
And what am I to get?
Less, if you want it. See what I have here, but do not take it away.
Then I'll call her.
Be quick, be quick. All grace is wiped from life since she went away. Oh, sad, sad am I when there I enter on that loneliness, and wine is on vintage of the sun's flavor, and food is tasteless. But I've put on weight. 'Cause I don't cook, I just order. Marine.
Poor
I was
Marie.
muted. I was talking the whole time. I love him oh so much, but he won't have it. Don't call me down to him.
Sweet little Marine! What do you mean? Come here.
Oh no, I won't. Where are you calling me? You don't want me.
Not want you? With this weak old strength of love?
Farewell.
Don't go. Please don't go, Marine. At least you'll hear our child. Call it.
Is he using the child for a booty call? He's using the child for a booty call.
Yep, that's what he's doing.
Call. Call your mother, lad.
Mommy, mommy, mommy.
There now. Don't you feel pity for the child? He's not been fed or washed now for 6 days.
I certainly pity him with so heartless a father.
Come down, my sweetest. Come, for the child's sake.
A trying life it is to be a mother. I suppose I'd better go.
How much younger she looks. How fresher and how prettier. Marine, lift up your lovely face, your disdainful face, and your ankle. Ooh. Let your scorn step out its worst. It only rubs me to more adore here.
You're as innocent as he's iniquitous. Let me kiss you, honey petling, mother's darling.
How wrong to follow other women's counsel, and let loose all these throbbing voids in yourself as well as in me. Don't you go thrub.
Take away your hands.
Everything in the house is being ruined.
I don't care at all.
The roosters are picking all your web to rags. Do you mind that?
Not I.
What time we've wasted. We might have drenched with Paphian laughter, flung on Aphrodite's mysteries. Oh, come here.
Not till a treaty finishes the war.
If you must have it, then we'll get it done.
Do it and I'll come home. Till then I am bound.
Well, can't your oath perhaps be got around?
No. No. Still, I'll not say that I don't love you.
You love me. Then, dear girl, let me also love you.
You must be joking. The boy's looking on.
Just shut your eyes, god damn it. Here, mains. Take the child home. There, he's gone.
Pause. Out of character?
Mm.
Why doesn't the child have a name? He's obviously their child. Like, they're
He's
own.
Junior. Junior.
No. Well, here's the thing: children don't have any identity until they achieve certain statuses in Greek language. I could have this entire lecture. It is what I based my undergraduate thesis on. In ancient Greek, the child, although this translation chooses to make the child a son, in the Greek, it's just a child. You don't know if it's a boy or a girl. It's neuter.
Oh, okay, so you don't give him a name so you don't get attached.
Well, the child probably has a name, but it wouldn't be mentioned in public yet.
Oh, okay. Boy.
Kids are theys until they become people.
Yes, and they become people. Well, literally neuter. They aren't even they're neuter. And they don't become people in ancient Greek language until you become a woman, which is the term goine, which is also the term for wife. So you don't become a woman until you're married. And a male doesn't become male until he achieves a beard. There's an actual verb for achieves a beard, which is about 18-19. And before that, they are all either children or there's a term for young adult, and they are all genderless. Effectively.
The more you know.
I learned so much today.
Back to trying to bone.
Also, by the way, he's lying because literally his manes is his slave, household servant. Obviously, the kid was fine.
There, he's gone. There's nothing in the way now. Come to the point.
Here in the open, in plain sight.
In Pan's Cave, a splendid place.
Where shall I dress my hair again before returning to the citadel?
You can easily print yourself in the clepsydra.
But how can I break my oath?
Leave that to me. I'll take all risk.
Well, I'll make you comfortable.
Don't worry. I'd as soon lie on the grass, 'cause that's what I do. I
No.
starfish.
By Apollo, in spite of all your faults, I won't have you lying on the nasty earth.
Oh.
From here, Marinette keeps going off to fetch different things.
Ha! Oh, she loves me.
Rest there on the bench while I arrange my clothes. What a nuisance. I must find some cushions first.
Why some cushions? Please don't get them.
What, the plain, hard wood? Never. By Artemis, that would be too vulgar.
Open your arms.
No. Wait a second.
Oh. Then hurry back again.
Oh, here the cushions are. Lie down one. Oh, what a shame. You need more pillows.
I don't want them, dear.
But I do.
Thwarted affection mine, they treat you just like Heracles at a feast, with sheets of dainties. Oh, disappointing arms.
Raise up your head.
There. That's everything, at last.
Yes, all.
And run to my arms, you golden girl.
I'm loosening my girdle now. But you've not forgotten. You're not deceiving me about the treaty?
Not by my life, I'm not.
Why, you've no blanket.
It's not the silly's blanket's warmth, but yours I want.
Never mind, you'll soon have both. I'll come straight back.
The woman will choke me with her coverlets.
Get up a moment.
I'm up high enough.
Would you like me to perfume you?
By Apollo, no!
By Aphrodite, I'll do it anyway.
Lord Zeus, may she soon use up all the myrrh.
Stretch out your hand, take it, and rub it in.
It's not as fragrant as it might be, that is, not before it's smeared. It doesn't smell of kisses.
Oh, how silly I am. I've brought you road incense.
It's good enough. Leave it, love.
You must be joking.
Plague rack the man who first compounded scent.
Here, take this flask.
I have a far better one. Don't tease me. Come here and get nothing more.
I'm coming. I'm just drawing off my shoes. You're sure you will vote for peace?
I'll think about it. She runs off. I'm dead. The woman's worn me all away. She's gone, left me with an anguished pulse. Oh, if only I could find a little good boy. Bolt in your amorous delight. Was that the voice for the chorus? I think that was the voice for the chorus. How melancholy is your plight. With sympathy your case I view, for I am sure it's hard on you. What woman being could sustain this unforeseen domestic strain, and not a single trace of willing women in the place? Oh, Zeus, what throbbing suffering! I picture him just looking down his tunic the whole time. She did all that, the harlot. She with her atrocious harlotry.
Nay, rather call her darling sweet.
What sweet? She's a rude, wicked thing. Oh, a wicked thing, as I'll repeat. Oh, Zeus. Oh, Zeus. Canst thou not suddenly let loose some whirling hurricane to tear her flapping up along the air and drop her where she's whirled around, here to the ground, neatly impaled upon the stake that's ready upright for us? Oh. He goes out. I was like, why does he want his wife to be impaled? Never mind. I'm not old enough for this play.
Enter a Spartan herald. The magistrate comes forward. I'll take the herald for you.
Ah, sure.
Or Kat, you want the herald? Kat, take the herald.
Sorry, let me find the exit. What here grabs the Senate and the Puritans? Fetch dispatches for them.
Are you a man or a monstrosity?
My scrimp-brained lad, I am a herald, as you see, who had come from Sparta amid the peace.
Then why do you hide that lance that sticks out under your arms?
I've brought no lance.
Then why do you turn aside and hold your cloak so far from your body? Is your groin swollen with stress of traveling?
By Castor, I'll swear the man is wood.
Indeed, your cloak is wide, my rascal fellow.
But I tell you no, and now fleering.
Well, what's it then?
It's my dispatch cane.
Of course, a Spartan cane. But speak right out. I know all this too well. Are new privations springing up in Sparta?
Hard as it can be in lofty, lusty columns, our allies stand united. We won't get Pelene.
Whence this evil come? Is it from Pan?
No, Lampedo first ran his glint, and then the others sprinted after her example and blocked, and the hizzies their wimes unscathed upon against all every fleet.
What did you do?
We are broken and bent double, limp like men carrying lanterns and great winds about the city. They wouldn't have even let us with light a sniff skim their pristine pretties till we've concluded peace terms with Ellis.
So the conspiracy is universal. This proves it. Then return to Sparta. Bid them summon boys with full powers to treat of peace, and I will urge the Senate here to choose plenipotentiary ambassadors as arguments abducting this connection.
I'm off your wisdom, none could controvert.
There is no beast, no rush of fire like woman so untamed. She calmly goes her way where even panthers would be shamed.
And yet you are fool enough, it seems, to dare to war with me, when for your faithful ally you might win me easily.
Never could the hate I feel for womankind grow less.
Then you have your will. But I'll take pity on your nakedness, for I can see just how ridiculous you look, and so will you help you with your tunic if close up I now may go.
Well, by Zeus is no scoundrel deed. I frankly will admit I only took them off myself in a scoundrel raging fit.
Now you look sensible, and that your men no one could doubt. If you were but good friends again, I'd take the insect out that hurts your eye.
Is that what's wrong? That nasty beady thing. Please, squeeze it out. Show me what it is that makes this sting. It's been paining me a long while now.
Well, I'll agree to that, although you're most unmannerly. Oh, what a giant gnat. Here, look. It comes from marshy trichorisis. I can tell. I can read.
Oh, thank you. It was digging out a veritable well. Now that it's gone, I can't hold back my tears. See how they fall.
I'll wipe them off, bad as you are, and kiss you after all.
I won't be kissed.
Oh, yes, you will. Your wishes do not matter.
Oh, botheration take you all. How you cajole and flatter. A hell it is to live with you, to live without a hell. How truly was that said. But come, these enmities let's quell. You stop from giving orders, and I'll stop from doing wrong. So let's join ranks and seal our bargain with a choric song.
Who's the general chorus?
Yeah, now it's
Okay,
both
all
sides.
let's try to all read at once, all 5 of us.
Oh, okay. Well,
3, 2, 1. Athenians.
Athenians.
It's not,
Not our
intention
intention.
to
So
sow
Political
dissension, but
By
giving
giving
any
any
scandal
scandal
mention.
mention.
But on
But
the
on the
contrary,
contrary,
promote good feeling in the state.
Eight.
By word
word
and
and
deed,
deed,
we've
we've
had
had
enough calamities
calamities
of
of
late.
late.
So
So
let a
let a
man
or
woman
woman
be
Divulge.
but
divulged.
divulge.
They need a trifle say.
Say.
2 minus 3 or
Three
4. I
I
first
first
see
hear that
bulge.
bulge.
There's only one condition made.
Indulge my
whim in this I pray.
pray.
When peace is signed once more,
On
on no
What
account
am
am
I
I
to
to
be
be repaid. Best
Oh, there's
chorus.
more.
Listen,
More.
that's great.
Best
Stunning.
chorus.
Friends, there's more.
No, there's more.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, uh-huh.
There's a lot more than that. There's a lot more than that.
Oh shit.
Oh boy. Who is?
Why don't we let Simon keep the chorus, Alyssa take the Spartans, and Adelaide, why don't you take the Athenians?
Okay.
And I'm making preparation for a gay select collation. With some youths of reputation, I've managed to produce some soup and they're slaughtering for me. A sucking pig, its flesh should taste as tender as could be. I shall expect you at my house today, to the baths make an early visit. And bring your children along. Don't dawdle on the way. Ask no one. Enter as if the place was all your own. Yours henceforth it is. If nothing chances wrong, the door will then be shut bang in your face.
The Spartan ambassadors approach.
Here come the Spartan envoys with long worried beards. Hail, Spartans, how do you fare? Did anything new arise?
No need for a clutter of words. Do you see our condition?
The situation swells the greater tension. Something will explode soon.
Well, it's awfully true. But come, let us with the best speed we may scribble a peace.
I noticed that our men, like wrestlers poised for contest, all their clothes out from their bellies, an athlete's malady, since exercise alone can bring relief.
Can anyone tell us where Lysistrata is? There is no need to describe our men's condition. It shows up plainly enough.
It's the same disease. Do you feel a jerking, throbbing in the morning?
By Zeus, yes. In these straits, I'm all racked through. Unless peace is soon declared, we should be driven in the void of women to try Cleisthenes.
Be wise and cover those things with your tunics. Who knows what kind of person may perceive you?
By Zeus, you're right.
By the 12 goddesses, indeed ye are. Let's put our tunics on.
Hail, O my fellow sufferers. Hail, Spartans.
Oh, Henna, darling, what an awful thing. If they'd seen us with our lunging whiteys.
What a way to think.
Woofa doofa. Whew.
Oh, that's me. Tell us then, Spartans, what has brought you here?
We come to treat a peace.
Well spoken there, and we the same. Let us call out Lysistrata, since she alone can settle the peace terms.
Call out Lysistratus too, if you don't mind.
Oh, sorry. Chorus was very wondering,
Distracted by the tunics.
distracted by the fact that Sparta to Athens is quite some ways to fucking travel in the nude. No, indeed. She hears your voices and she comes.
Does she now?
Yeah, well, she enters. Hail, wonder of all women. Now you must be in turn hard, shifting, clear, deceitful, noble, crafty, sweet, and stern. The foremost men of Hellas, smitten by your fascination, have brought their tangled quarrels here for your sole arbitration.
An easy task if the love's raging homesickness doesn't start trying out how well each other will serve instead of us. But I'll know at once if they do. Oh, where's that girl, reconciliation? Bring first before me the Spartan delegates, and see you lift no rude or violent hands, none of the churlish way our husbands used, but lead them courteously, as women should, and if they grudge fingers, guide them by other methods, and introduce them with the ready tact. The Athenians draw by whatever offers you a grip. Now, Spartans, stay here facing me. Hear you, Athenians. Both hearken to my words. I am a woman, but I'm not a fool. And what of natural intelligence I own has been filled with the remembered precepts my father and city elders taught me. First, I reproach you both sides equally that when at Pylae and Olympia, the Pythio and the many other shrines that I could name, you sprinkle from one cup the altars common to all Hellenes, yet you rack Hellenic cities, bloody Hellas, with deaths of her own sons, while yonder clangs the gathering menace of barbarians.
We cannot hold it in much longer now.
Now unto you, O Spartans, do I speak. Do you forget how your own countryman, Pericleides, once came hither suppliant before our altars, pale in his purple robes, praying for an army when, in Messenia, danger growled and the sea god made earth quare? Then, with 4,000 hoplites, Cimon marched and saved all Sparta? Yet base ingrates now, you are ravaging the soil of your preservers.
By Zeus, they do great wrong, Lysistrata.
Right, wrong, indeed. Oh, listen. What a luscious wench.
And now I turn to the Athenians. Have you forgotten, too, how once the Spartans, in days when you wore slavish tunics, came and with their spears broke a Thessalian host, and all the partisans of Hippias? They alone stood by your shoulder on that day. They freed you, so that from the slave's short skirt you should wear the trailing cloak of liberty.
I've never seen a more nobler woman anywhere.
Nor I one with such prettily jointing hips.
And now, brethren, twined with mutual benefactions, can you still war? Can you suffer such disgrace? Why not be friends? What is there to prevent you?
We're agreed again that we get this tempting mole.
Which one?
That one we've been wanting to get into for so long. Pylos, of course.
By Poseidon, never.
Give it up.
Then what will we do? We need that ticklish place united to us.
Ask for some other lurking hole in return.
Then, we'll choose this snug thing here, Aquinas. Shall we call the nestling spot? And at this backside haven, these desirable twin promontories, the Maliac, and then of course these Megaran legs.
Not that. Oh, surely not that. Never that.
Agree. Now, what are 2 legs more or less?
I want to strip at once and plow my land.
And mine, I want to fertilize at once.
And so you can, when peace is once declared. If you mean it, get your allies' heads together and come to some decision.
What allies? There's no distinction in our politics. We've risen as one man to this conclusion. Every ally is jumping mad to drive it home.
And ours the same, for sure.
The Charistians first, I'll bet on that.
I'll agree with all of you. Now off and cleanse yourselves for the Acropolis, for we invite you all into a supper from our commiserate baskets. There at table you will pledge good behavior and uprightness, then each man's wife is his to hustle home.
Come as quickly as possible.
Oh, as quickly as you like. Lead on.
Oh, Zeus, quick, quick. Lead quickly on.
They hurry off.
Oh, men.
Chorus.
Broidered stuff on high I'm heaping, fashionable cloaks and sweeping, trains not even gold gods keeping. Take them all, I pray you, take them all!
I do not care.
And deck your children, your daughter, if the basket she's to bear. Come, every one of you, come in and take of this rich hoard and share. Knots tied so skillfully, but you its seal can break, and plunder all you spy inside. I've laid out all that I can spare, and therefore you will see nothing unless than I your sharpered-eyed. If lacking corn a man should be, while his slaves clamor hungrily, and his excessive progeny, then I've a handful of grain at home, which is always to be had. And to which, in fact, a more than life-size loaf I'll gladly add, if you know what I mean. I think. Then let the poor bring with them bag or sack, and take this store of food. Mains, my man, I'll tell to help them all to pack their wallets full. But oh, take care. I had forgotten, don't intrude. Or terrified, you'll yell. My dog is hungry too, and bites. Beware.
Some loungers from the market with torches approaching the banqueting hall. The porter bars their entrance.
Open the door!
Here, move along.
What's this? You're sitting down. Shall I send you with my torch? That's vulgar. Oh, I couldn't do it. Yet it would gratify the audience. I'll mortify myself.
And I will too. We'll both be crude and vulgar. Yes, we will.
Be off at once now, or you'll be wailing dirges for your hair. Get off at once, and see you don't disturb the Spartan envoys just coming out of the splendid feast they had.
The banqueters begin to come out.
I've never known such a pleasant banquet before, and what delightful fellows the Spartans are. When we are warm with wine, how wise we grow.
That's only fair, since sober we're such fools. This is the advice I'd give the Athenians. See, our ambassadors are always drunk, for when we visit Sparta sober, then we're on the alert for trickery all the while, so that we miss half the things they say and misinterpret things that were never said, and then report the muddle back to Athens. But now we're charmed with each other. They might cap at the Telamon catch instead of the Clytagora, and we'd applaud and praise them just the same. We're not too scrupulous in weighing words.
Why, here the rascals come again to plague me. Won't you move on, you sorry loafers there?
Yes, but Zeus, they're already coming out.
The Hinideras, please take up your pipe, that I may try a spring and sing my best in honor of the Athenians and ourselves.
I take your pipe. By all the gods, there's nothing could glad my heart more than to watch you dance.
I don't know what that word is.
Nemesis?
Nemesis! Let thy fire storm these yonkers, O tongue of with storm ecstasy, my muse that knows our deeds and theirs. How when at sea their navy swooped upon the Medes at Artemison, gods for their courage did they strike, wrenching a triumph fray their foes, while at Thermopylae Leonidas' army stood. Wild bulls they were like wild bulls with their fierce threat and their terrible tusks wet. The sweat ran streaming down each twisted face, fair blossoming in strange petals of death, panted for mortal breath that sweat drenched their bodies, and in that place where the hurly-burly of Persians glittered more than the sands on the shore. Come, hunting girl, and hear my prayer. You whose arrows whiz in the woodlands, come and bless this peace we swear. Let us be fenced with age-long amity, and oh, let this bond stick ever firm through thee in friendly happiness. Henceforth no gullivery perjury be seen. Oh, hither, hither, oh, thou wildwood queen.
Earth is delighted. Now, peace is the voice of Earth. Spartans, sort out your wives. Athenians, yours. Let each catch hands with his wife and dance his joy. Dance out his thanks, be grateful in music, and promise reformation with his heels.
That's me. Oh, dancers, forward, lead up the graces, call Artemis out. Then her brother, the dancer of skies, that gracious Apollo, invoke with a shout Dionysus, out of whose eyes breaks fire in the Maenads that follow. And Zeus, with his flares of quick lightning, call happy Hera, queen of all. And all the diamonds sether hither to be witnesses of our revelry, and of the noble peace we have made. Aphrodite our aid. Io paeon, Io cry, for victory, leap! Attained by me, leap. I have no idea what. I think it's just an Athenian war cry. Eulalia! Nobody else read Redwall? No? Nobody? It's fine.
Yes.
I got no idea what that
Wait,
said.
repeat that?
I said for Eulalia, which is a Redwall cry.
Yes.
That must have been in the Eulalia? That's not in the first one.
It's in the one with the one about the father badger guy.
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't seen that one.
It's been a while.
Thank you, Strike. It's from Matsutima.
Maddie Mayo. Yeah, no, I haven't gotten to that point, unfortunately.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It was quite the war cry. Papa, give us the music for a new song. Leaving again, lovely lofty to gate us. Hither, O Spartan muse, hither to greet us, and we're our court voice to raise. To Amyclean Apollo praise, to Tyndareus gallant son, whose days I have so many goddamn names. Along Uranus banks merrily pass, and Athenan of the house of brass, now the dance begin. Dance making swirl your fringe or woolly skin, while we join our voices. To him, dear Sparta, that rejoice in a beautiful sang and love to see dancers tangled beautifully, wink. For the girls in tumble ranks along Uranus bank, like wanton fillies thrang, frolicking there, and like bacchantes, shaking in the wild air, to comb a giddy laughter through the hair, bacchantes that clench thirsty as they sweep to the classic leap, and Helen, child Leda, come thou holy nimble graceful queen, lead thou the dance, gather thy joyous tresses up in bands, and play like a fawn. To madden them, clap thy hands, and sing praises to the warrior goddess templed in our lands, hero of the house of the brass.
And with that, they dance. And the curtain falls.
And a lot more than dancing.
Oh, a shit ton more than dancing. And then the curtain falls upon Lysistrata and this performance of classics on Twitch. Yep, there he goes.
That's the kind of dancing we were referring to.
All of the kind of dancing. Reminder that yes, it is all just one giant sex joke. And social commentary. But we're going to go around, let everybody know what you thought, where you are, what you're doing, and Cast, feel free to put your links in chat so we can help lift each other up and have all the fun things. We'll go in reverse order this time. So, Alyssa, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me for by far the horniest thing I think I have ever done in front of people. It was a lot of fun. I got nothing to plug right now. I'm Xander Slamilton on all the things. I'm around for jokes and a lot of existential whining these days.
All good things to have. All good things to have. Next up, Adelaide. Thank you. Thank you.
That was awesome. I'm really excited. I hope I can do one of these again sometime. Yeah, Adelaide on Twitter. And that was a blast. That was really fun. I love sex jokes.
You know?
Yeah, they weren't that hard.
All the time.
It went a little long though.
A little while. Hey Simon. Thanks for being the sacrificial victim. No, I'm not sorry about putting you through that. Well, I kind of little.
Sup? I was the patriarchy. And apparently we end up sexually frustrated, wet, and naked. This is what I've learned today.
Sounds like college, am I right?
I mean, maybe for some of these, frustrated, probably not. I'm Simon at Wandering DM. Hi everyone, thanks for coming. You can find me over on my channel, twitch.tv/WanderingDM. Tonight, as we play Cyberpunk Red, and the group is delving deeper and deeper into a conspiracy that seems to span the entirety of Night City.
Yep. I'm so looking forward to that. It'll be a lot of fun. Taking bets on whether or not Trins gets shot again. Next up, Kat. Thank you, Kat.
Thank you, Dee. This was a blast. I loved it. Part of the eye watering was allergies. Part of it was laughter. This play is just so much fun. I'm Kat, at Cleric of Cord, and I play games on the internet with my friends. What have I got coming up? I don't know. Wednesday. You can find me at Jim's channel at Otherdoc, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, playing Masks. And next Thursday is episode 2 of the Shadowrun campaign that I'm in on the Lawful Geeks channel. So do come hang out with us. It's a lot of fun. And I have a pinned tweet. I put it up where you can find me. But thank you, Dee. As always, it's a pleasure. Adelaide, Alyssa, you ladies, brava. Simon, I love you. You were beautiful.
I loved all of this. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you for enjoying this wonderful fun that we got to do. As for me, hi all, you know me. I'm at Dirge on Twitter, or Practical with Esmeaphoria, as you see on Twitch. Like Simon said, I'll be over on his channel tonight for some Cyberpunk Red. Then we will be doing more of these, and next week, well, we just did a week of comedy, so next week we're gonna do tragedies. We're gonna shift gears a little bit and do some tragedies. However, we're going to be doing a range of tragedies by a bunch of different authors, some 18th century women authors, some ancient authors, a bunch of things, and we're going to end on Friday by popular request with Hamlet. We're going to do Hamlet on Friday. Yeah, it'll be fun. But check out Twitter, because I'm going to post what those plays will be and who's in them and all those fun things. And you can also find all the games that I play with all of my friends and all of the enjoyment that I get from that. And all of the games that I write, because I do that too, and those are fun things, and I want to hear your stories and what you tell with those, use those to tell those. But as we drop the curtain on this performance, we will rise it again next week. So, have a pleasant day, all. Catch yourself later.